Yes, people, welcome back to BBK Sports. It is the Around the League show. Me and Dabrowski, Gianni, all the way from Shatan. What you telling me, bro? You good, yeah?
All good, man. All good. Just another Friday. Sit back, relax. We actually got nice weather here today, so but
Sweet,
all
man.
good. All good. Can't complain. Can't complain.
Yeah, man. So the last time we were here, we were looking at, hey, we kick off what could be the trophy season for Arsenal.
Uh,
And we had chess going into the game. We fully believed that we could win it, but it was meant to be. But you're one of them ones who was and correct me if I'm wrong, on the lines of win this Carabao, you go on to win the league, right?
Yep.
So we lost the Carabao. What you saying to me now?
I'm scared to death that we're gonna bottle this league. I'm not gonna lie to you. Scared to death. Scared to death. It just was it was a complete and utter failure. Complete and utter failure. This entire thing. I mean, when you look at the entire situation at it, this team should have lost. They played nothing different than what they did against Real Madrid, and Real Madrid should have beat them by 10 goals.
Mm-hmm.
If you look at all the chances that Vinny and everybody made, we were given a blueprint to how to beat this team.
Yeah.
And Arteta said, yeah, nah, we're going to do it our way. And he reverted back to type after 20 minutes of pressure where we were all over City. And then we made City look like the team that's won the 4 Premier Leagues in a row, won a treble and all that. I mean, it was just absolute nonsense, man. Bernardo Silva looked like prime Bernardo Silva. Rodri looked good. The worst defense I've seen. I'd be willing to make a case that that's the worst defense I've seen for a Manchester City defensive line in 15 years.
Yeah.
You know, it just the whole thing, when you look at how pitiful it was. And then what made it worse was you got idiots like Jamie Carragher and some of these other morons out here trying to talk about, oh, Pep did this 4-2-4 press. No, he didn't.
Press, he said, you know.
Yeah.
They didn't need to press us.
What are you saying?
They didn't need to press us. They didn't. All they did was put like the clog the lines, block the passing lanes, and we didn't know what the hell to do. It was mad.
Well, let me ask you a question, right? Everybody tried telling us at the beginning when we were saying that maybe we should look for a better option than Kepa as a backup goalkeeper, right? And everybody said, "Oh, he's along the same lines as Raya. He's decent enough as a shot stopper, but he's good with his feet." Right? That was the main thing that everybody said. He's like Raya. He's good with his feet. What's the point of these goalies nowadays supposed to be being good with their feet if they can't just lob a ball over that first wave of the press? You know, we talk about it all the time. We've said for time, the fullbacks get way too high up the pitch when we build out from the back. The wingers are around the same areas and blah, 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 right? If that's the case in this game, why are you just not lobbing over the first line right to one of the fullbacks? I mean, if you're this good, and this is so important for us to have as far as a goalie that can pass the ball out from the back like that, why are we making it this much difficult on ourselves? So I just thought overall it was a complete and utter failure with what we did.
The thing with Kepa, right? If you're going to be bad with your hands, because he was bad with his hands that led to the goal. If you're going to be that bad with your hands, you got to be exceptional with your feet.
Exactly.
He is neither. There's this passage of play where we're talking about where we had the ball, we're down a goal, and the ball stayed at Kepa's feet for like 60 seconds, what felt like an eternity. Mm-hmm. There is Benjamin White is in acres of space on the. All it needed was a 30-yard dink over, and he didn't trust himself to do that. So he dallied on the ball, Gabriel, and it came back to him every time. 2-3 passes, he came back to his distribution was god awful. Yeah, and you know, I know hindsight is 2020, but yeah, I know he wish he could have that back. But I'm of the opinion that on Sunday, is this Sunday we got FA Cup or Saturday?
Sunday, I believe.
Yeah, our next game, he's in goal. He's between the sticks at Southampton. I think he's gonna do it. That's this guy.
Absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
I think if we draw Leeds or West Ham in the next round, he's still going to go with Kepa. Only maybe even Chelsea. If we draw Chelsea in the next round, he won't. We beat him with Kepa in goal in the EFL Cup, he'll do it. It's only if we draw City in the next round or Liverpool, he'll be like, yeah, I can't do this. I can't put him in goal with them, man. You know? But other than Kepa aside, you think if Raya was in goal, it would have made a difference? Because I'm looking at it like,
no.
because we didn't put any pressure on their goalie to force a mistake out of him because Donnarumma wasn't over there. You know what I mean? So
Not
I'm saying,
not only that. Well, what we talk about when we say common sense football, right? Kushinov got the yellow card in what, the 26th minute, the 27th minute?
Yeah.
How do you not single him out? He's the most inexperienced player of the back line that they have, because even Nico O'Reilly's been getting call-ups for big games throughout the season. So he's even got more experience than Kushinov. Why don't you target him to try to force a red card?
Yeah.
And take the advantage? Just the whole thing. You know, and some people said, oh, you know, they Arteta fell to the lights being brighter now that it's a final, right? It's a League Cup, man. We still got to go and get this league done.
Yeah.
And not only that, there's certain people who we talked to that was talking about we were winning the Champions League. Brother, after that performance, you can kiss that goodbye. You can kiss that goodbye. That ain't happening.
Oh my days, the Champions League, you know. So yeah, you know, the FA Cup. I want this trophy badly because I was saying domestic cup double. We can do it. We're in a final in the other one. You like our chances for this FA Cup based on what you just seen?
Not really.
Yeah,
not really.
We're not filled with confidence in it because we look like there. It's like there's a way to go out. There's a way to lose a final, and the way we just look clueless, as if this is the first time we're playing in a meaningful game of football. It just seems like they weren't at it. They weren't ready, and that concerns me. And now, if it weren't for them 2 draws versus Forest and against
Liverpool and Wolves
and Liverpool, yeah, you know,
the league should be over, bro. The league should have been over with already.
Yeah, man, should be.
And the only reason why I say I'm not confident with the FA Cup is because I personally think what'll end up happening is we'll get City probably in the final again. and I just don't see us getting over that. With at least the league, we could lose at the Etihad and still have points ahead as long as we don't screw up to where we can control our own destiny in that regard, because it's not like it was 7 games. You know, if it was like a 7-game series, like what we see in America against City, then I'd be telling you there's no chance in hell we're winning the league.
No chance.
Yeah. But because we have 8 games left and one of them is City, we should still get through it. Am I confident? Not really. I would probably tell you I'm 52.5% positive, 47.5% negative on this. There's not really that much in it for either side for me with this. I could totally see him capitulating the league, and I could totally see him winning it. And the only reason why I'm a little bit positive is because we may get lucky that City screws up another game.
Yeah.
Before our game. And that's the only reason why. Now, if City's first game back is a blowout and they show they're on smoke, then that confidence is slowly going to get withered away.
Yeah, because their first game back in the Prem is Chelsea. They're at Stamford Bridge, right? So, yeah, they know if they go to Stamford Bridge and lay a smackdown. Now, we would have played first. We played Bournemouth before them, so we can make it look like 12. If we make it 12, I expect them to put a beat down on Chelsea.
Exactly.
They're not going to let the Premier League slip away to us after what they did to us. They want to have something to say. They want to make sure that when we go to their ground on April 19th, it's a game of great confidence, because the higher the pressure, if there's a wide gap, no pressure on them, hey, the league is done.
Right.
If there's a chance and there's pressure, they're going to turn the screw.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Big up to Suj, the big bros. Big up Tyron and Gianni. Hit the like and subscribe. I want a keeper who catches or stops the ball. I miss keepers who are just, and this is what football has come to, man. Now we could be talking about fullbacks, and people will be telling you what they do forward. Oh, Trent's the best right back in the league because no, the fuck he ain't. You know, or this guy. No, it's like, come on now, you have to be. Now, David De Gea was exceptional with his feet, but he could use his damn hands as well. Not for distribution at his feet. I mean, stop shots with his feet. You know what I mean? It's like we go away from what makes goalkeepers special, and it annoys me, man. Big up to RSV. Big up to all the man them. Yeah, man. I took an international break. I have to take a pause from. I didn't stream yesterday or today because The wife is like, it's international break. You say we would do X, Y, and Z, so I have to go do X, Y, and Z while international break is here. But big up, man. Big up to all of them.
I'm stuck in that tomorrow. I promised her that I'd go. I'm taking my girl to Chicago's Comic-Con.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. She
What's
loves
that? What's that? What's it, a comedy club?
Not at a comedy club. It's like when they do all that anime stuff, they get like movie art, they get like actors and actresses. It's a whole smorgasbord of stuff that they do. So she's meeting some actor from the animated Daredevil scene or some shit. It's a bunch
tough.
of
That's tough, man. But bro, I'm sure you've heard this this Kvara talk.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
We are in the sports world, we say where there's smoke, there's fire.
Mm-hmm.
Is there enough smoke there that you believe that there's a fire somewhere?
No. I take it from me being an ex-Napoli player. He left Napoli to get away from defensive play when Conte took over the team. And if everybody remembers, he left halfway through the season and Napoli still ended up winning the Scudetto after he left. But we played a much more defensive brand of football. He left Napoli because he didn't want to play Conte style. I don't see him leaving to come to Arsenal if Arteta's still here. I just don't. If anything, how we've seen some outbursts from Gyökeres, Kvara will be much more vocal if when it comes to forcing somebody to come back and play defense. And to that regard, I do not see Kvara coming to Arsenal unless there's going to be a new manager. I don't see him coming.
What if there's a Premier League bounce? Right? What if we call them as Premier League champions? Because that's something. If I look at any camp, any agent, any footballer who is an attacking player and do their damage going that way, and then you look at the way Arsenal play football, it's a hard sell for me. Like if I'm Kvaratskhelia, it'd be a tough sell. But if Berta calls them after we win the Premier League and say, hey, you'll be in Arsenal, you'll be on big wages, you could be sell them the project basically. Berta seems like he can sell. He seems like he has certain respect in football spaces. I mean, do their agents even pick up the phone?
I don't think so.
No.
We're having problems now. We were talking about this earlier. Shout out to Sammy with the football rig. We were talking about this earlier. We're talking about we got to sell the youth because we need pure profit for PSR. If you're already talking about PSR problems with that, there's no way in hell you're going to drop $100 million on this guy and then give him. I mean, again, then you got to ask how you got to pay him as much as Saka. He's better than Saka.
Yeah. So
it's like the only way I could see him doing that is if he's money hungry, and that's why he comes. Because why would you leave PSG? Because now all of a sudden they're all starting to chat in France that there's not a breakup. Luis Enrique's still with the project and still wants to stay for another year. So if he's staying for another year, Kvara's not going anywhere. Why? And yes, people will say, maybe if we win the Premier League, that's something to get. Brother, he doesn't want to play that style of football. I mean, could you imagine if Kvara does what we've seen him do, like what he did against Chelsea in the 2 games, and you got Arteta yelling at him because he didn't track back? Like he ain't gonna friggin' do that, man. That's not him. That's not him as a player.
Yeah. Big up to RSV. So the only complete midfielders available in the market are Valverde, Barrios, Barrera, and that's about it. It's super hard to search for a complete midfielder. So the thing is, Berta and Michele, the other chief scout, right? This is what these men are at the club to do, right? You have to go find Caicedo and Declan Rice and Valverde before they turn into this. Because it can't be a case of, we need a left winger. Oh, here is $65 million for Kvaratskhelia. We've already done that with Declan and plugged certain holes with very expensive signings. At some point, we're gonna have to recruit, man, because these guys are out there. Just have to get to them before Real Madrid.
And real quick with Kvara, let's all remember something here. Arsenal had the chance of signing him before Napoli did.
I remember that.
They were cheap. They let Kvara go to Napoli over $2.5 million.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe You never know. Maybe he holds a grudge too as well. But I'm not trying to start conspiracy theories, but I know as a player, if now all of a sudden somebody was coming for me with money after they doubted me before, I don't know if I'd be giving them the time of day that you would maybe think. Maybe that's just me. But that's something to also take into consideration with this. But I don't see him leaving. I think, to what your point is, Michele and Berta are going to have to find the next players for a certain amount of money. I don't see us just constantly throwing money left, right, and center, in my opinion, for this, because they're talking this. They're talking Julian Alvarez is somebody else we're looking at for $100 million. We're not spending all this money like that. That ain't happening.
Yeah. I hear it, man. But it's part of the PR in it to distract from all the injuries that we're racking up now. To just say, yeah, we're gonna go get this guy and that guy in the summer. I'm like, brother, if we focus, 1 second, let me pin your channel in it. What the hell?
Okay.
There we go. Yeah, I'm watching guys pull out of international break and all this stuff, and
Yep.
I don't know what to make of it, because there was a time to do this when guys was really in the red, and we didn't do it then, right? Like when Gabriel injured himself in a meaningless friendly, at the Emirates. This guy, that guy. I saw Nani supposedly had a concussion today for England in a friendly.
When me and Shane were doing the show, they said that he was hurt. I didn't know if it was a concussion.
But yeah, he looked like he tried to carry on playing, and then I think they replaced him with Jared Bowen, I think, and it looked like it was a concussion-esque type protocol. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's one more. If Napoli had beaten Milan in the 23 UCL quarterfinals, I'm convinced they would have been Inter. You agree with that?
No.
Heritage.
The small teams that have good seasons in the Champions League always get knocked out by a heritage club. And both of those teams have heritage. And the thing is about that season, Napoli had already took their foot off the gas because they had enough points that won them the Scudetto at that point already anyway. So I don't think they were that concerned with the Champions League. And even if they were, look, Milan showed up and ripped us apart. You saw it. Milan looked like crap at that point of the season, then all of a sudden put in a crazy performance, and that's what the heritage does for big clubs. So I'm not buying that.
So if I'm a Bodo Glimt fan and I say, hey, where was Inter's heritage? Or we were punching them up, but so Bodo Glimt punched up Inter and dumped them out. So
early stages. You see heritage kick in at weird times.
Yeah.
Like when Manuel Neuer drops the ball and Joselu is in the box to put it past him, that helps lead Real Madrid over Bayern Munich, and Bayern Munich does another crazy comeback. That's what I mean by with the heritage.
That
comes out of nowhere.
Yeah, or you remember the year when what was it? When Madrid knocked out PSG with Neymar, Messi, and all them, man. Right? Yep. And then I think the following year they knocked out City. City damn near had him beat. But last year, if you look at Liverpool, it's the same thing. It's round of 16. I think if it was a little deeper in the competition and Liverpool had got a full head of steam, maybe their heritage could have carried them past PSG. But they caught them in the round of 16, and it's.
See, you know what the thing is with PSG with that? PSG. The other thing though with that is PSG, for better or for worse, with everything that went on behind the scenes with Neymar and that previous regime, that club has been building the foundation of winning like Chelsea and City has before they got their first Champions League. And that's what I mean about with Arsenal when we make a run at the Champions League. We need to go through a 4 or 5 year period where we win 3 out of 5 or 4 out of 5 Premier League trophies before we worry about a Champions League. Because when you look at like what Chelsea and City did, how many trophies did they win to build that winning mentality and foundation before they went on for the big one? So that's for me, that's why I think it depends when it comes to that.
Yeah. So you mean like in 2002, Arsenal, Premier League, FA Cup double. In 2004, invincible Premier League title, 2005 FA Cup, 2006 Champions League final. We had a good core of players.
That was the opportunity,
and we were winning shit and got there. Now the final unfortunate red card and all this other shit, but yeah, I fully hear the shout, and this is why, right? Can't turn back the clock and all this shit. But if, so say for example, 22, 23 until now, we had won one of those titles, just one.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the middle one, maybe not the first one where the lights were too bright, but the 23-24 one, right? The game when Arteta decided to put Kai Havertz back in the midfield against Villa, and we got beat 2-0 at the Emirates.
Yep.
So that, I can argue that cost us a damn trophy, right? Cost us the Premier League title because we won every other game. And then in a final, he is resorted to playing Kai Havertz in the 10 again. If I had predicted a big score going into the final, when I saw the lineup, I was like, shit, it's not happening. But I'd only predicted 1-0, so I couldn't walk it back. But when I saw that goddamn lineup, bro, with no Eze, and it was Kai in the 10, I'm like, brother, this is not Carrot. This is not, what other game? Was it Wigan, the FA Cup game or some shit that he played in the 10 again? It wasn't going to work, bro. It's Rodri over there. You know, you just said it just said valid. Fucking City been trying to get rid of Bernardo Silva for how long?
4 or 5 years from what it seems like.
And he was doing numbers out there. You know, it was mad. Big up to BX Gunner. See, I'm surprised we're not linked to more South American clubs considering Bertha, but he could be working mad behind the scenes. Yeah, and you know, those type of things will take time to materialize and manifest themselves. Mm-hmm. The immediate impacts of Bertha being here, you know, is Eze, the Yokeres, and Capia and that. But yeah, the scouting, that's going to take some time to bear fruits. Big you up. Sood said, why go for midfielders when we have Ethan and MLS? Let's get rid of Odegaard and Trossard. Find a covering type player, and then you had to throw that in there. You had to throw the surge and everything in there. You know, but you know, it's starting to be that point now where we're starting to hear crazy names. I'm still hearing the Kimmich name come up and all this other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I seen him start at right back today for England for Germany. It was a close game. It was a good game, by the way. Yeah, it was like 4-3 back and forth. But like if this opportunity misses this year, man, I'm not sure that I'm ready for the fallout that's going to create, because I will believe the opportunity will be gone. Right? The Premier League don't give you 4 opportunities to win it. You fuck off all of them and be like, give me a 5th chance. You know what I'm saying? I just don't. I ain't think that's gonna happen. Yeah, they have it now. You know, they have the heritage now.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, this is blockbuster. This is what the Super League was meant to be. But you know, I'm not even sure who comes out of that. Right now, I'm leaning towards Bayern. You know, what you saying?
That's what me and Shane were talking about with this. I don't know, because as much as Bayern looks good, again with what we talk about with heritage, this is Madrid's tournament. At random times, they show up and pull off a victory that you didn't see coming. So I'm very on the fence with this. At one point, I could see Bayern doing a complete opposite of what Man City did to these guys, and they run it up. But I can also see Madrid edge it out over 2 games. It's so close, and it's because the heritage. And both of them got it, but you never know with this. You never know with this matchup.
What the bookie's saying on this? If like
Bayern's favorite. Bayern's favored. Yeah.
Is that because the second leg is at the Allianz?
Yep.
It would be, but I don't know, man. This is a mad one, because this could put company under pressure, no?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Zier, shout out to Zier, the big Bayern fan. He says it all the time. He goes, if he doesn't win a double, he goes, he wants him gone. And he goes, and the double that's preferred by majority of the Bayern fans is the league and the Champions League.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it could put him under pressure.
Speaking of pressure, Barcelona haven't won this tournament in over 10 years, bro. 2015, Luis Enrique, Messi and them, man. So there's pressure there as well, right? And last year they had a great opportunity and damn near played the semifinal that we wanted to see. It was a bad boy game of football.
Yeah.
There's pressure over there, because I seen these men. Xavi won the league that year when they had signed him, and because they got, I think because they were still doing the third team fall down into Europa slots.
Yep.
They sacked him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so there's pressure there to win this. Could be They're probably going to win La Liga, yeah?
I think they'll win La Liga.
Yeah.
I don't really see where Madrid's going to come back because Madrid has let the lead slip too much this season
Yeah.
to where they've allowed Barcelona to get the lead. But I picked Barca to win at the beginning of the year because of that exact same situation with after how the semifinals against Inter Milan went. I said, Hansi Flick's going to come back with a vengeance with this team because they all know that they should have beat Inter Milan in that semifinal. So listen, we were you and me have been on a couple different streams where people said, "Oh, I think we can handle Barcelona's offense and the high line. We'll be able to get at that high line, brother. If that shit high line of Manchester City played as good as they did, and you let Bernardo Silva run wild, what do you think Pedri's going to do to this team? I just don't see it, man. I just don't see it with us beating Barca.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I don't want to see Barca one bit. I'm hoping Atletico could, shit.
I don't know if I want to face them either. We got problems with both of them.
Yeah, we will. Atletico will definitely. They will give us a hell of a game.
Same. You know what's funny about Atletico? It's kind of the same situation with PSG. We played them in the group stage. We beat them. We smoked them for 20 minutes to get that lead. Mm-hmm. But this team's now a completely different team when you look at what Lookman has brought to this team on that left-hand side. The matchup against Spurs, yeah, it's Spurs, but that unpredictability from both sides is a problem. And we didn't see that against them. And the way that we just saw how Man City attacked us, I'd be very nervous with that attack from Atletico too. I wouldn't write off Atletico against us either. I just think, to what you've been alluding to with the injuries and what's going on right now, I just don't see the Champions League going well for Arsenal. And we still got to get past Sporting. Sporting Lisbon is not going to be an easy feat. In my opinion, I don't think so.
Yeah, the reason why I don't want any parts of Barca, and if we get them, I'm not going to be like, oh, it's an excuse. They're going to beat us. Now, Arteta, you better fucking 15.6. Come on now. Exactly. The reason I would prefer Atleti is that Barca have a Ballon d'Or front three. Like last year, all them man numbers put them in Ballon d'Or conversation in the front three. And let's not even talk about the techie bowlers that they have in their midfield. That Declan was going to be doing twice the amount of running trying to keep up because that Pedri, he's learned well. I don't know who taught that young man to be this press resistant this young, but the Newcastle midfield learned very quickly that they were going to be doing some extra running because he was making them mad. He was beating the shit out of their press. Yep. And yeah, Lynch, it's been 10 years for Barca. Like, I'm sitting here like, I don't know what's worse, this or the Yankees since 2009.
Yankees is worse.
I had to really look at that today and be like, fuck.
15 years. Yeah. 15 years since the Yanks won.
I was like, shit, man. Never thought like George somewhere is just, but yeah, man. Bayern is gonna. I'm just glad I'm not on that side.
It'll be good for the neutral. I fully expect it to be a good 2 games between Bayern and Real Madrid.
Yeah. Now, Barca, Atletico, us Sporting, right? If it's going to go sour like you expect that it will in the Champions League, right? Mm-hmm. How do we maximize our chances of winning the Premier League and the FA Cup if we know this? The Champions League is just going to be too much of a mountain to climb.
See, we're going to have to play a very sketchy game of a questionable risk. And what I mean by that is our record against Southampton away from home is shit. Southampton always plays us tough down at the St. Mary's. So the question is, for me, do you risk running the second team against St. Mary's, resting everybody else, and then you go full force at Sporting? Because for me, Sporting Lisbon plays good ball. And like Southern Gunner has said, teams that can play good one-touch football or two-touch football, keep the ball on the ground, will give Arsenal problems. For me, I think we have to go to Sporting and blow them off the park.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to be at the same situation like it was with Leverkusen with Sporting. Sporting's a better team than Leverkusen. I don't think they're going to make the same mistakes that Leverkusen did in the previous round. And I think we need to go to Portugal and we need to smoke them 3-4-0 to put it away. That way you can rotate players to be able to focus on both the league and the FA Cup, because that's really the biggest problem now. Is not only do we lose the League Cup, but City's out of the Champions League and got more time to rest, where now you have to make a very calculated decision of when you're going to pick a game to rest to give some of these guys a break.
Yeah, right now. If Southampton, I think they knocked us out this damn competition the year after we won it. No? See if my memory jogs me up. When Willian and them, man, because you won it in 2020, right? The following year, it was either them or Forest that knocked us out. But Forest was in the championship that year.
No, I think you're right. It might have been Southampton.
Yeah. Remember Southampton? We got knocked out the cup to these, man. And the year that we fucked off the league, the first failed title charge. We went to St. Mary's, it was 1-1, and then it was 3-3 at the Emirates.
Yep.
So, yeah. A thorn in our damn side. And it's the first test coming back off a possibly the worst performance that we've had this season. And we've said that for so many damn games. That is an indictment of the league that we're 9 points clear, and we've had so many stinkers, right? And this is how I'm looking at the league, and I'm thinking, had we gone on a 4-game skid, you think Man City would be in a position where they still think they have a chance?
If we go on a 4-game skid?
At any point this season, if Arsenal Football Club had lost 4 games in a row, would we still be in the title race?
Well, going by what we've seen, we'd still be in the title race only because City hasn't been that good. But if it was a regular season, no. If we lost 4 games straight, we'd be done and be hoping for them to drop.
And at this point, we don't even need to lose games. 2 draws and City are right back in this thing.
Mm-hmm.
So say we draw at Fulham or Newcastle decide to turn up on a day and give us a game. Man City are right back in this thing. Mm-hmm. This is why I didn't think that it was. I think it was premature for people to say that, we're done or we have 2 hands on the trophy, blah, blah, blah. Now, if we beat Bournemouth on this Saturday and them fuckers draw or lose to Chelsea, then I believe, okay, there is no way from this point on he can't fuck. You know what I'm saying? So it could be in 2 weeks' time, it's a completely different tune for me that, we're actually going to do this thing because City imploded, which I never thought that I would see.
And that's what me and Shane said. We both said if somehow Chelsea do us a favor and get a result, then I think we got the league. Because if for them to drop points to that shit Chelsea team, I think it says that we should be good because they still got to play. They still got to play West Ham, no?
Oh, City?
Yeah.
No, I know it is drew with West Ham. That's why they're in this pickle.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
That's what gave it back to us.
Yep.
So Mavropanos went there and did his thing.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Willock was over by Newcastle giving assist to Ben Gordon or Anthony Gordon to walk the ball in Chelsea's net. It was a perfect, system, and the football guys are aligning, but the football guys didn't show up at Wembley on Sunday. Then we had nothing for them, man. But yeah, I do believe and Chelsea, that man need to get Champions League, bro. It's not like so maybe they'll turn up on the day because I didn't think they would get anything when they went to Manchester and they went there and got a 1-1. Mm-hmm. This is the time of year when City feel like they can do something, they usually turn it on.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
That's the worry with their cup.
Yeah.
That's the worry with them winning their cup.
Yeah, and this is the thing. We will know that they will know what they need to do before the game because we play on the Saturday. Yeah, we play the day before. We know we kick off before them. So, Chelsea could help us win the league, or they can help themselves out of a Champions League spot. Yeah, and go ahead and win the Conference League twice. Who's that? Cristante? Brian Cristante?
Oh, for Italy, he's okay. he's over the hill. I wouldn't be looking at him for Arsenal, but he's
What is he? A defender?
Defensive midfielder, but can also play as like a third center back in a back line of 3 if you need him to.
Oh, man, that sounds like an Arteta type of player.
Yeah, no, that's exactly why I said he's over the hump. He's 30. We don't need him. We don't need him at Arsenal, bro. We need that nonsense.
Now, bro, we got a proclamation that we have to call the captain of Arsenal Football Club to the carpet, because Eze's out, Max is 16, Ethan is on loan. Mm-hmm. I said this on TJ Warren's channel earlier. Like Tony said what he said. We all agree with Tony. Odegaard cannot lead Arsenal Football Club to a Premier League title. Blah blah blah. We get that and we fully understand. But right now, we're not asking you to lead us through 38 games, bro. We're asking you for four good games on 240K a week, right? We're asking you for 4 good games, and we will forgive everything that you've done for the past 3 years or the past 2, however bad seasons he's had. You think this boy can get his shit together for 2 games or for 4 games?
Nope. Not at all. Not at all. And full disclosure, to not sound like an Odegaard hater, it's because of the manager. What did you and me say with what did you and me say? You and me been texting behind the scenes. What did you and me say? It's amazing. What do we say in our group chat? I said something to the effect of when Eze scored that goal against Leverkusen. I say it's amazing how much better he looks when he's actually in number 10 and further up the pitch than being asked to do all the defensive work.
Facts. Big facts.
The problem at the end of the day is I would feel more comfortable of Odegaard showing up if the handbrake isn't being thrown on. But we know the handbrake's going to be on. Yeah. So why expect anything else from Odegaard? There's no creative. And the sad thing is the whole season has reflected it. We're better with Eze than we are with Odegaard. So listen, crazier things have happened in sports. He could do a madness. But if I'm a betting man, there ain't no way in hell I'm betting that Odegaard's going to go back to who he was 3 years ago. No way in hell. Not even for just 4 games, I'm not going to believe it.
Yeah.
And it shows that this move to freeze Nwaneri out is biting us in the ass because coincidentally enough, while we're getting our ass kicked to Manchester City, Eze was balling out for Marseille and ended up scoring off the bench.
Yeah.
So
that passage of play that Eze scored to open up the scoring against Leverkusen, I'm not sure Odegaard even scores that goal for us. He's not the give me the ball, let me shoot it. Or against Mansfield when they're out there fucking about, where 1-1 Eze comes on and wins us the game, right? Exactly. So that's what we're missing. I'm concerned about it because I've always said for time that when Odegaard is not the only creative player on the pitch, or the burden of creating isn't placed, he can be useful. Mm-hmm. But the fact that there's no Ethan and there's no Eze now, I'm worried. But I'm like, brother, I've seen you play 4 good games of football. I'm not even asking for 5 because 5 clinches us the Premier League. I'm not even giving you that pressure. I'm asking for 4. I'm asking you to be the best creative player on the pitch at home versus Bournemouth.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that's a tall order. We can go to City. If you don't lose that, I won't bite your head off. Right, but against Newcastle and Fulham, be good in those games as well, and then we go to West Ham, and then you can win us the Premier League. Because I do believe you play well, you create, we score. We score in most games. We score 2 goals, we're going to win the game.
Yeah,
against the rest of these teams.
Oh yeah.
But I wasn't comfortable before the Eze injury to say that we're going to go on to win the rest of these games. So even though haven't lost the game in 4 or in 5, I think we are draw 4 wins on the bounce, and then. Yeah, we haven't lost the game in a minute. The performances have been so stinky.
Yep.
There's another fuck up coming.
Oh yeah.
Oh
yeah. That I'm worried about that Newcastle matchup because Newcastle, they're still playing for Europe.
Mm-hmm.
They're still playing for Europe. If Eddie Howe has any hope of wanting to try to keep his job, or Newcastle wants any hope of continuing their quote-unquote project with what they're doing, Newcastle's not going to be easy. Even if it is at home, it's not going to be easy.
Yeah, you know what? Their margin of error for Europe is that small now.
Yeah.
They don't have any more. Yeah, so they have to fix up, But I'm looking at Fulham. We have Fulham in a couple of weeks, and they're in shout for Europe as well.
Mm-hmm.
So, man, but I'm like Odegaard. You have to, because if it's not Odegaard, it's Kai.
Yeah. Another bum.
Yeah.
Another bum.
If we're not gonna get creativity from the middle of the park, we got Saka who's not creating.
Yep.
We got Martinelli who's not creating, not scoring.
Mm-hmm.
We'll go back to set pieces.
The set pieces have dried up. We ain't even been good at that.
We go back to the set pieces and that, man. There you go. You wait, Çalhanoğlu?
Yeah, but same thing. Too old. He's 32. I'm not. Yeah, Çalhanoğlu's 32. I'm just not. I'm just not into this whole. We need to sign a veteran player for that. Like I said, I've been saying for time, a good enough manager wins with this team.
Is he under contract?
Yeah, but he's leaving. He's going. The belief is that I believe his contract is up at the end of the year with Inter, and he's going to Galatasaray for free. He wants to go back to Turkey.
Because I'd take him on a free, because I think he was better. Remember, what was his name? Lichtsteiner and all these men who were signing when Emery was
at
the club. I think he could. Yeah, not a bad player, man. Big up to Joins. Relying on one guy create is just sad stuff. Yeah, it's a single point of failure. Facts. Right now, did this question come up, Joins, when they made the decision to loan out Ethan?
Yep.
Right. I'd love to hear. I'd love to be a fly on the wall in those meetings.
Mm-hmm.
Odegaard, fledgling with injury, 2 poor seasons. You're going to loan out an attacking player. Now, this is what happens.
And still not giving Skelly minutes. It's an absolute disgrace. His talent ID and mistreatment of the youth is an absolute disgrace, because you could take it even one step further. The selections that he's made, Emil Smith-Rowe walks back into this team at the left wing position right now. It's how bad these choices have been. Like it's that bad. Like Nwaneri right now should be walking into the right wing position with how bad Saka is. And I would be choosing Nwaneri over Madueke. Especially when you look at it at the tune of it cost us. Here's the other thing that makes it sad. Lookman was 30 million euros. Cherokee was 30 million euros. We spent 50 million pounds on Madueke.
Fucking hell, man. every day a new number comes across that blows my mind. Where we like, oh God, how? Yeah.
I mean, it's ridiculous to think that for 60. Let's say if you round it up, because I don't know the exact exchange rate off the top of my head, but let's say for 6 million to 7 million pounds more, you could have got both Lookman and Cherokee. We're not having these questions right now. I mean, we may, because the manager would probably still not rotate, which has been one of the underlying biggest problems with this team. But and probably wouldn't let these guys play to their true potential. But if you're looking long term at Arsenal, fuck, a new manager with having Ethan Nwaneri and Lewis Skelly at the helm, plus having a Lookman and a Cherokee, it looks much brighter and much more promising going forward than Noni Madueke and a 300,000 pound a week Saka that looks as if his career could be over within the next 2 years.
Yeah. Man, you know what? When we go to the Etihad on in mid-April, right? Well, after the final, them players were probably saying, "Yeah, we can't wait to play these men again." Yeah,
they were like this. Yeah,
they were like, "Yo, that was too easy." Was that a final? Who did they have in the semis? I'm not even sure who City had in the semis, but whoever they had in the semis probably gave them a better game. Like they won that shit too easy. Mm-hmm. And I do believe if we find a way to step on our damn dicks against Bournemouth, man, they're gonna make it painful for us.
Mm-hmm.
When we go to the Etihad. Fucking nutty, man. Nutty. I don't.
Yeah. 50.
And you know what? Even with this being said, Lynch, I still think he deserves to be starting over Saka.
100%. 100%.
Crazy.
Shout out to Lee, because Lee let me on the Lee graciously enough let me on the watch along for the League Cup final. I said it at halftime. All three underneath Gyökeres should have been taken off at halftime.
Yeah.
Madueke should have came on. Saka should have went out. Dalman should have came on. Trossard should have came out. And then you make up your mind what you want to do in the middle with Havertz. But the two wingers should have came out immediately. So the manager, he's just so, as sad as it is, 6 years later 6 years down the road and £1 billion spent, it's still the same question. Is Arteta really a good manager, or is it because he got to spend $1 billion?
You know what? I think the other managers, I think the Iriolas and the Glasners say that they think what you just said is what they think and talk amongst themselves. But publicly, they'll say how great of a job he's doing. But they're thinking subconsciously to themselves, if I was given that amount of time, that amount of money, and have these players, I would be competing. Well, at least I wouldn't be playing that type of football.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you give me the Ethans of the world and this, that. Yeah, they have to subconsciously think, because these are competitive guys, right? Only 20 guys have this job. You're a Premier League manager. There's only 20 of you in the entire world. So that's do the numbers on that. It's a lot of zeros, low.
Bro, imagine not only those guys. Imagine what Emery feels. Emery is possibly leaving Aston Villa at the end of this year because of financial problems. It's sad to see that for that as a club, because look at how good he's been able to get Villa, but look at the actual talent that he does have at Villa. If you gave Emery another 200-300 million to spend at Villa, he would have spent maybe half of what Arteta has spent, but you could realistically say that Villa might have a shout and a chance in for the Premier League next year if Emery was able to get some money to spend to continue building, as opposed to what this guy's got. I mean, imagine if you gave, I think, what was it? We spent maybe about 200 million under Emery, maybe, because I know Pepe's 70, but imagine giving Emery 300, 400 million pounds. With the team that's already there, we're possibly contending for more.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, we would have definitely won one of the cups.
Yeah,
I definitely believe we would have won one of the cups. I don't trust Unai in the league, but in the cups, he's earned his stripes in the cups, right? Because he won, somehow got 22 goals out of Alba.
Exactly.
With creativity from Iwobi. And I say creativity, I use the term loosely, with Iwobi and Mkhitaryan and shit, right? Because Ozil wasn't playing. That was the time when Ozil was being shoved out the back door.
Yep.
I'm trying to remember the names of the players that we signed on the Emery. Like Lichtsteiner was one of the senior players that came in.
Guendouzi we signed for dirt cheap.
Guendouzi, Socrates, Torreira, and Pepe, and who else? I think there was
Smith Rowe came up from the youth.
Yeah, I think that was all the signings.
Tierney.
Yeah, Tierney was the signing.
But imagine the basis. Okay, you still have to work the back line. And I mean, Saliba was there as a youth under Emery, so you still have Saliba coming down the pipe. So potentially you still have Saliba there. You have Saka there. And then, like you said, Aubameyang, Smith Rowe, and the different players. I mean, hell, 300-400 million more pounds for Emery. Who knows what you get with it? But like you said, there's trophies involved.
Yeah,
I would firmly believe that he gets the Europa League the following year.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Think he wins it this year?
Yeah,
I think and if he does this, if Unai Emery wins the damn Europa League with another team, he can tell everybody to kiss his ass.
Bro, imagine if Unai Emery gets champion, he finishes top 4 and he gets the Europa League money and wins a trophy with Aston Villa on a shoestring budget compared to Arsenal, and we don't win nothing. Oh my God, is this going to be a brutal summer?
I tell you what, if that motherfucker win the Europa League, they're gonna have to name the trophy after him. I swear.
Fuck yeah.
It's gonna be the Unai Emery Trophy, the Unai Emery Cup. Scratch that. Yeah, from Sevilla to Villarreal to get into a final with our team.
What would that be? The 5th?
Yeah,
the 5th Europa League that he would have won.
He did 3 with Sevilla, Villarreal, and then it'd be some cold work. This would be some cold work, and I shit on Emery a lot of times when people try to prop him up and too much. And I'd be like, you know
Right.
what? But yeah, I would have had to give him his flowers for that one, man, because that would have been absolute madness.
Yeah, man.
Hertzler said he don't rate how Mikel play. All these coaches, they look at him and they be like, yeah, he's over there getting away with murder.
Mm-hmm.
Give me the best defense in the Premier League, one of the best DMs in the world. Give me a talent like Ethan Max and MLS. Eze, I can get something. It could get a tune out of him, man. Come on, man. De Zerbi had Trossard scoring hat tricks at Anfield. Comes to the Arsenal and then don't know his left foot from his right foot. That he was so bad. That did he play? Was he on the pitch against Man City? But I'm like, where is Trossard? Oh shit, there he is. Turning around backwards, like what's going on? Like, and he's one of the guys that don't want to play without the football.
Yeah.
I mean, big up to Prom.
Big up, Prom.
Yeah, man. Big up to Mateo. Big you up, man. Hope you're good. But yeah, man, it's you consume any other international football yesterday?
I mean, I know Ireland went down, and like I said, I was telling Shane, I was rooting for Jamaica for you, and I was rooting for Ireland for Shane. And I'm like, I want Italy to go through, so the three of us all got our teams coming in. So, but
I was a nervous wreck last night, man. I swear, I was on no socials. I was biting my nails. And I don't want to end in disappointment for the next round, but I'm still, still got a shout.
Bro, I was swearing up and down. I thought YouTube was going to ban me the way I was cursing at the damn game watching Italy play because it was brutal. But, it is what it is. I watched the tail end of Bosnia and Wales because they went to penalties, and I watched some of the Ireland game just a little bit, but I have not gone back to watch any of the highlights yet to see everything. So, listen, I'm worried about Bosnia, if I'm being honest, with Italy. So we'll see what ends up happening. You guys got Congo, right?
Yeah, we got Congo on Thursday. Now, who in the Italian squad is this? Who's there that don't deserve to be there other than Calafiori?
Politano, Calafiori. Why he chose 4 goalkeepers, I have no idea. So Miret you could take out. There's somebody else that I'm thinking that's on that list that doesn't deserve to be there that stood out to me. There's at least 4 or 5 players that don't deserve to be on the team. I mean, the captain of Rome, Lorenzo Pellegrini, who's a number 10, which is what we desperately need, got left off. Why, I have no idea. Domenico Berardi got left off, who can play the right wing in a 3-5-2. He did it under De Zerbi at Sassuolo. And the sad thing is, I said this, if you for the GA merchants, the only 2 people in Italy that have more GA than Berardi in the last 10 years is Dybala and Ciro Immobile. That's it. Everybody that you could think of that's been big in Italy for the last 10 years, Berardi's got more combined goals and assists than anybody else outside of Dybala and Immobile. So how he doesn't make the team is ridiculous. There's one guy who's hurt that should be on the team, which is Akanji. And there's another midfielder who missed out, which was Ricci. So, I mean, realistically, you and if I really look at it, there's probably about another 2 to 3. So there's realistically 8 to 9 players that should be swapped out from this team. And it's just Gattuso once again falling into the political realm of choosing certain people and everything else. And it's just a bad look. I said it on my show with Shane. Even if he gets us qualified, I would sack Gattuso as soon as the second game's over.
Are you getting the remember when Argentina, was it the 2010 World Cup? They hired Maradona. Was it the 2010 or the
2010?
Yeah. Are you getting that type of vibes from Gattuso?
Yes.
Like, he's not really a tactician. He's just there because he played at a high level. Countryman.
Debatable that he played at a high level, but you know what it is. It kind of feels the same way because it kind of feels like it's a sabotage job. Because if you look at when Maradona was the manager of Argentina, he left Cambiaso and Javier Zanetti at home when they were the main midfield for Inter that had won Inter a treble going into that Champions League. So it kind of felt like that he handicapped Messi in a way with his selection. For me, if I was to, in my personal opinion, what I think the best 11 Italy is to start a game, Italy is better than 90% of these other countries. As sad as it is when everyone says the state of Italian football is terrible, our starting 11 of our best players still beats majority of the teams. The problem is once again, is the politics, which is why I think that Gattuso is not the guy to do it. First of all, he's not a tactician in general, and anybody who's still backing this political stuff is just a problem because that's the biggest problem with the Italian FA. Yeah.
If Scamacca and Chiesa are fit by the time the final squad has to be announced, they go?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. But Chiesa goes, Scamacca goes, but Zaccagni, the captain of Lazio, the left winger, needs to go. Berardi needs to go. Pellegrini needs to go. Possibly Bellanova needs to go. So you're talking, and when you throw Chiesa into the mix as well, that's why I say there's legitimately 8 to maybe even up to 11 players that need to get switched out of this team if Italy's going to go with the best team.
Yeah,
and that's why it's a very weird situation of what Gattuso has put us in for, but we'll see with what ends up happening because you never know.
Yeah, but it's, I don't know, man. Like for people my age in my age group growing up, like the World Cup ain't gonna feel right without Italy in it, bro. You know, the big guns need to be in it because Italy and because in the 90s where it was when I really Italian football, that's like this is unheard of 30 years ago. You know, and to be no World Cup, European champions, no World Cup.
Yep, exactly.
That is a crazy bind. It needs to be studied. I don't even know how that can even be a thing. You know,
it's always, bro. It's always been politics. That's the problem. It's always been politics with Italy. You know, I say it all the time. First off, the Southern players, majority of them have to leave the South in order to even get playing time on the national team. If you play for a Southern team and you're from the South, the discrepancies of what happens with the FA, you don't get a call up.
Yeah.
So it runs deeper than just what we're seeing with Gattuso. There's some major wholesale changes that need to be made with the FA. You know, I said to Unique Antonio, I had him on the call and show we were talking about it, and then I had another guy named Calcio Rinos from Vancouver, another Italian kid. We were all talking. The entire FA needs to be fired. You're legitimately talking about like 15 to 20 people need to be fired within the FA because they're the main problem that nothing's changing. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, man. Ekitike looks like his World Cup chances might be gone because they have to announce the squads. Like, I think they have to finalize their squads very soon after all the countries are certified. So whatever injury that he picked up, you know, he knows that it could be long. And if you're a Frenchman, you're gonna see a lot of these French guys pull out of tackles.
Oh yeah.
If you're Odegaard for Norway, you know you're going. I don't even think Erling Haaland went for Norway. And I know Norway played today.
Yeah.
And I know he's not injured. But like for teams that are deep, right? The Spanish men and these Frenchmen, you're gonna see men start pulling out of tackles. You know what I'm saying? So watch out for Zubi. Watch out for the Zubi tax. You know, against Newcastle or against Joshua King when we play Fulham. Let me pull it out of because he wants to go. But I don't know what the bookies are saying as far as favorites, but who they leaning towards, France or Spain?
Spain was the last I saw. I don't know. France has got a very good team. I mean, on talent alone, France is the best team. But you know, with the French, you never know what could happen with them. They either play people. They either show up and play people off the park and win a tournament, or the French, as we always used to say back in the day, are they going to be prima donnas and be fighting amongst one another behind the scenes? You know, that was all. It's what we've always said about the French and the Dutch. They may put out the best talent, but if there's beefs behind the scenes, you know that there could potentially be a crash out or a fallout that happens that stops them from winning. So
Yeah.
That's what you always got to worry about.
Yeah, that 2002 team that lost to Senegal, the first damn game of the tournament, and you were defending champions. That was some embarrassment. But there aren't any Nicolas Anelkas in this team.
But look at 2010. 2010, you could make an argument that the 2010 French team is one of the top 5 best teams to not win a World Cup. When you look at the talent on that team, the amount
that year.
They had, do you remember Johan Gurkov from Bordeaux? He was supposed to be the next Zidane. Yeah. He was on the team. Ben Arfa was on the team. Menez was on the team. Nasri was on the team. You still had Ribéry. You had Anelka. You had very good young youth talent that was coming out from France that was supposed to be the next golden generation for France. The problem was that a lot of those guys felt that they didn't need to do much work except just go off of their talent. So the problem, and then the whole, I disagree with that, Jacques. You had way too many good players on that team. You had
I think there was some hangover from Zidane and Henry getting
the guys who were young. The guys who were young enough to still play there. Yeah, there was leftover players from that. But when you look at the French national team at that time, they had a good team. It was just, once again, you had all the nonsense that went on with everything from that entire situation with Anelka and everything else. Because you had Lloris was there when he was on Lyon. You had you still had Eric Abidal. You had oh my God, I'm trying to go through this now.
The reason why I didn't see I knew there was going to be a drop off with France after the guard changed, so to speak. So I didn't, and coming off the Euros that Spain had in 2008, I knew Spain was going to run that fucking Spain midfield, man. That was, when you're rotating between Xavi, Iniesta, Busquets, both Xavis, where Fabregas was a fucking there for depth. I think they had too much for France that year, and the run from 08 to 2012. People put that Spanish team down as these guys damn near closest thing to a dynasty since Brazil used to dominate the damn thing. We here, man. Big up to you, the Slovenian gangster. The only other Slovenian I know is the first lady, so. She's the biggest gangster because she out here finessing the world. Yeah.
That's for damn sure.
The whole world, But big you up, man. Overhyped team ever. Anelka, Henry on the way out. Failed generation on paper for sure. Yeah, they're a failed generation, as just like the fucking Belgians, I think from 2012 to 2018. I expected more from Belgium. You
really?
Belgium? Yeah, I did. I didn't. The 2014 to 2018 World Cup, I think Belgium could have did better. I really do.
Oh, they could have done better, but see, here's the thing with me. Toby Alderweireld and Vertonghen were never going to win you a tournament as a center back pairing, especially when we saw they were the center back pairing for Tottenham. Supposedly during their best era, which was Pochettino, and they always let in late minute goals and cost Tottenham from where they were going to be. So that's why when you look at it from that with where they were with Tottenham, I never thought that they would win. Offensively, and they should have been much better.
Yeah, that's where I'm at with KDB and Hazard in their prime. I'm like, yo,
both Hazards. His younger brother wasn't that bad either back then.
Yep.
Yeah.
Was he at Dortmund them times? Was he at Dortmund?
He was at Dortmund and Gladbach.
Oh, okay.
He was at Dortmund and Gladbach, but he was real good with those guys at the time. I mean, offensively, I hear what you're saying, but defensively, that was why I never thought Belgium was going to be that. Plus, Courtois wasn't Courtois like what he is now.
Yeah,
he's much better now than what it was when he was younger on that team. Plus, I think who was that bum from Liverpool was the goalie, I think, for one of the tournaments.
For Belgium?
Yeah, Mignolet. Wasn't
Oh,
Mignolet one of the keepers for them for one of those tournaments?
that's the guy that they said on a 2-year loan.
Yeah. Yeah.
No. It wasn't him. It was Karius, the one that they said on the 2-year loan. But they were both shit, right? Yeah, because it was Karius and Mignolet were the two goalkeepers for Liverpool, and they were both shit.
Karius's loan spell got good. He ended up marrying Diletta Leota, who's a freaking Italian smoke show. So Karius got
that's it. So who's hotter, his wife or Kvyar's wife, which was like the twerking queen or something? Kvyar had married the twerking queen.
Know.
I never seen it. I think Northside had did an episode on it.
I don't know. Karius's wife is smoke. She's smoke. She's smoke. I don't know.
Haha said Melania is a fraud. Nah, come on. Now, you know what that woman's got to put up with. She could literally talk us out of a world war,
I swear.
She could save the world. Because if there's one person I know his ass would listen to. Yeah. But
especially when she's applying the spray tan.
What type of show would it be without a question from me? Greatest 11 to never win a World Cup.
Oh.
We'll start with Courtois. That's my keeper, I don't know. I rate that fucking so highly, man. I rate him. But there's
Maldini is left back. Maldini never won.
Yeah. You can pick Jaap Stam.
Yep.
You can pick the whole goddamn Belgian side. I mean, the whole Netherlands side, really. You can form an 11 out of them motherfuckers.
Mm-hmm.
You really could.
Marco van Basten, Ruud Gullit, Frank Rijkaard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm putting Dennis up there in the 10.
Yeah.
You can put Bergkamp, Overmars, and Seedorf and Gaddafi. Yeah, the Dutch team.
Yeah, legit. The Dutch team. The Dutch team added with Maldini.
Yeah. Does Neymar get a shout?
No.
Let's see. Well, damn. CR7 has to get a shout.
CR7 gets a shout over him.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good question, Suj.
What was he asked us one last week that I was trying to remember? Yeah, he was wild with some of those picks. He was wild. Jacques is not wrong with that. He was wild with some of those picks. He was.
Yeah.
Modric. Modric could be put into that.
Yeah. But he's got a Ballon d'Or, so he's got some consolation.
True.
True.
Lewandowski.
Yeah, you could make 3 teams, really, because now then you look at the teams where it never had a shot. The reason why I said the Dutch 11 because they always had a shot. They've played in like 3 finals.
Yep.
Right? Because if we're going to talk like Bale, like Wales were never going to win one.
Yeah, no.
You know what I mean? So you could make 3 lists where you say guys who should have won the World Cup and didn't, or guys who were really good and had no chance.
Yep.
Because Erling Haaland isn't going to win one either.
Yeah, no.
I mean, it's one of them ones.
No. Agreed. What are you thinking about your New York Knicks, man? You guys gonna make a run, or you guys gonna make just another playoff run where you get to a conference semifinals or conference finals and then no finals appearance? Or do you think you guys can make the finals this year?
I think we're winning everything, man. I'm a top Gouda. I told you I'm a top Nick. There is no rhyme. There's no reason. It's just all emotion and hope and none of that. You know what I mean? No, I think we'll get to the conference semis, vandalize the city again. I think we need a big man that can score. Mitchell Robinson, he's just out there for rebounds and 6 fouls.
Yeah.
I'm glad we won the NBA Cup. I got the smile. I got 2 seconds of jubilation this year when we beat OKC. I'm disappointed. That in the year when Jason Tatum is out for most of the season, we still are looking up at Boston in the table. I don't like that. I thought Cat would have kicked on and played better. Be more dominant. Give me 6 points a quarter, bro. Average 24 points a game. For someone to be 7 feet, can shoot. I'm asking you for 6 points a quarter. Come on, I don't think that's a tall. That's 2 buckets and 2 free throws. Like, what are we doing? But yeah, I think the Celtics are better. I think Detroit. I think they'll beat us in 5 games if they wanted to. But I can see us beating them. The longer the series goes on with a Detroit Knicks matchup, it favors us because I think they're a better team. Yeah, man, I don't expect us to. The team is poorly built. All those first round picks we gave up for Bridges is going to stop us from getting the next scorer, the Giannis that we would need. Now we add Giannis to this team. Now we're talking, but Jordan Clarkson and these guys. Now we'll make a good account of ourselves in the conference semis, but we don't get to the final this year. Now, if we get to it, if we shithouse it somehow, or Adam Silver rigs it because he knows the league needs this, give me anyone except OKC in the final, and I think we have a chance.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Big up to G Wills back. Yeah, the Dutch team. We could just go with them. Yeah, he scored. I didn't see any of the goals. I'm not gonna lie.
Me neither.
I didn't. So, I don't make too much of it. Yeah, these guys. Yeah, these are names that will all be on there. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because then we can go through. We throwing shade at the Dutch. Yeah, there's a whole lot of shade need to be thrown at England. A whole lot of shade. Rooney,
it's coming home.
Yeah. How long before we start hearing that?
Oh, as soon as the fucking tournament starts, it's gonna happen. It's just the realization of where England will be relatively as soon as the group stage is over.
Yeah. Man. Really? I remember. You see what I'm talking about? Stats that they can just tell you some crazy story, Yeah. Mustafi is a World Cup winner, and I saw that boy get chased through the streets of Germany when he got shark relegated. Like the fans were chasing him and Kolasinac through the streets. Yeah, like Valderrama would be on that team with Gareth Bale and all the men them who were really good. But you know what? Colombia had a team in the 90s that could have probably gotten to a
semifinal.
Yeah, semifinal. Yeah. You know what I mean? It was Shaqiri,
Shaqiri, get out of here.
Doesn't he have a Champions League medal with Liverpool?
Yeah, with Liverpool.
Isn't it? Fuck it, man. Oh,
yeah. God. He was good though with them.
Yeah.
He was good though with them as their super sub. He was really good.
Yeah. I think Klopp hardly played him though. Like he was there. Klopp
put him in just like how he would with Origi.
Yeah.
But I mean, what was it? I think Shaqiri was it with Liverpool where he scored some nasty ass volley, like a scissors kick volley.
He scored some good goals, man. I remember he scored a fuck you goal against Man United one year.
He almost started a war. He almost started a war when Switzerland was playing Serbia and he was throwing up the Albanian eagle against them. He almost started a war between them. It's coming home and went through him. You damn right.
That's bad.
That was awesome.
That boy Shuka, this guy. Yeah, I remember he gave us a heavy dose in '98 because we played them in our first ever World Cup game. 3-1 Croatia. They beat us. Robbie Earl scored our only goal in that game, man. Oh, yeah, that's mad. World Cup season is coming on. Big up to Suj again. Say greatest player ever from each team. NBA question. All right, let me look at the team. Let me pull up so we don't skip any.
Bulls is Michael Jordan. We can get that out of the way.
So let me do this real quick. Let me go to NBA.com and we'll go standings conference. The fuck, man? Why is it showing me like this? Shit. Okay. 1 second. Yeah, so let's start in the East. Pistons.
Isaiah Thomas.
Agree with Isaiah. Celtics.
Bird.
Bob Cousy? No.
No.
Bob Cousy? No. Bill Russell?
If it's not Bird, then it's Russell. It's between them two.
Yeah. Patrick Ewing, the Knicks.
Yep, 100%. Not Walt Clyde Frazier.
Mm-mm.
He was the one that got you guys the dub.
We give Pat the Jamaican bias with Pat. Cavaliers.
LeBron.
Hawks. Dominique. Raptors.
Vince Carter.
Not Kawhi?
Nah.
Not Van Vliet or Siakam?
It's Vince.
We go Vince. 76ers.
Ooh. Dr. J.
Dr. J.
And if it's not him, it's going to be a dogfight between Moses Malone and Allen Iverson.
Yeah, Charles Barkley gets a honorary shout. Yep. Magic.
Penny.
Shaq.
Okay. Yep.
Charlotte Hornets.
That's a damn good question.
Yeah, I'm going to go Jamal Mashburn.
Oh, I was thinking him or BD.
Yeah,
because Baron Davis was a problem on the Hornets.
One of them. I'm gonna go with Mashburn. Though Mash used to get busy.
Yeah, he did.
Coleman gets a shout. Mourning gets a shout, but most of his time was spent with Miami. So Miami.
D Wade.
Yeah, hard to agree with that. Dade County.
Yeah.
Bucks.
It's either shit.
I'm gonna have to. This is gonna be controversial, but I'm gonna go with Kareem or Indoor.
See, I was gonna say that, but I was also gonna throw into there. What about the Big O? Because Oscar Robertson was a bad motherfucker with that team too.
You know what? You changed my mind. Yeah, we're gonna go with Oscar. He averaged a triple-double.
Yeah, he was and him and Kareem were just as important to that Bucks team that won. And he's one of them guys that people forget how cold the Big O used to be.
Yeah. And he did that back then when you couldn't stat pad.
Mm-hmm. You had to be a man to go up and get them rebounds and do them assists the way he was.
Yeah, I hear that shout. Chicago, nothing needs to be said there.
Yep.
The Wizards. Eros's Wizards. Jesus Christ, this stinks.
Michael Jordan.
JaVale McGee, you know. We go JaVale McGee or Jaheim White. They've had some shit. John Wall. Oh my God.
I would say after obviously take away Michael Jordan away, that was just a fuck around. It probably would have to be. Oh, you know what? I'm trying. Weren't they the Washington Bullets before?
Yeah, that's when they had Chris Webber and
I don't. Well, in a Wizards jersey, it's probably going to have to be Gilbert Arenas. It's probably got to be Gilbert Arenas, if I'm being honest with you.
Okay, Gilbert gets a shot. Gilbert, John Wall, Bradley Beal. It's
or you know who else too, and he should be in the Hall of Fame over Gilbert is this may be controversial, but Antoine Jameson.
Ooh. You know, listen. Jameson and Vince Carter, when they were coming out of North Carolina, when they're coming out of the Tar Heels, like Jameson was at the highest ceiling. He was the one with the. Yeah,
I remember them first 2 years when he got drafted by Golden State. He was killing shit in the West. Yeah. He was good. And when you look at his numbers, it wasn't until because he stayed in the league for a couple of years extra as a role player. Jameson was averaging 20 points a game with like 10 assists as well.
Yeah. Did we forget him?
For Toronto.
Yeah.
No, because you know why? Vince Carter dragged that team to the conference finals. Bosh could never get out of the first round with the Raptors on his own.
True. I said Ben Simmons, yeah? The Nets. Jason Kidd? Yeah, Jason Kidd. Pacers.
Reggie. Reggie Miller.
Yeah, doing Reggie. All right, out to the West now. The Thunder.
Are we including Supersonics in this, or is it just strictly Thunder?
Nah, let's split them.
Okay. Thunder.
Yeah.
Thunder, it's Kevin Durant.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I go KD. And Sonics, I probably go Peyton or Sean Kemp.
Yeah. Although Ray
Allen gets
Ray Allen's a shout too.
Yeah, he gets a shout.
And just for those who may not be for those who are actually hoopers, Rashard Lewis was a bad man on that team too, man. That's the original. Those are the original Splash Brothers before Klay Thompson and Steph Curry took it over. It was Rashard Lewis and Ray Allen.
Yeah. KD. Yeah, Spurs.
Tim Duncan.
Honorary shout to the Admiral. I know Suge loves the Admiral.
Yeah.
Tony Parker gets a shout. The Lakers.
Magic.
Too easy. Got to be Magic. Showtime.
Magic.
Nuggets.
Ooh. There's got to be Jokic, no?
Has to be. Jokic made people forget that Melo wore that number 15 that he wears every night.
Yeah, man.
People don't even remember that. Number 15 should have been retired. But it's going to be retired. But his name goes to Anthony.
And even beyond that, what's his name? When they had it's one of the best jerseys of all time. They have the sky blue jersey with the yellow trim with the rainbow behind the mountain.
Yeah.
Boy, Dikembe Mutombo in a Nuggets jersey was up there too.
No.
Yeah.
Mutombo. Timberwolves.
Kevin Garnett.
AG, the big ticket all day. Rockets.
Oh, Hakeem Olajuwon.
The Dream. The Phoenix Suns.
Charles Barkley.
Yeah. Kevin Johnson gets a shot. Biggie up there, but that's search calls all day. Clippers. It's a joke of a franchise, you know.
It really is. I'm trying to really do a quick memory jog if there's anybody there because I can't stand Chris Paul. But he may be the greatest Clipper of all time because it's a shit franchise.
Yeah.
No, there's somebody else. Hold on. Let me think. There's somebody I'm missing.
There's nobody, bro. This is Corey Maggette and fucking Darius Miles and it's these men.
Who was the white kid that won the dunk contest? Was on with them? No, was it Brent Barry on that team?
If he was, he must have been in his twilight of his career. He spent most of his years in Golden State.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Wait, who was the No, he's Golden State too. Shit.
Yeah,
I was gonna say Walton, but Walton's Golden State more so too because of I can't. Yeah, I guess it's Chris Paul.
Yeah, Chris Paul.
He said Pat Bev.
Yeah.
It's good.
Trailblazers. Listen, who we talking about? We're talking about Rasheed Wallace, Dame, LaMarcus.
My favorite Trailblazer is Damon Stoudemire.
Yeah, Stoudemire.
He's my favorite. Greatest is probably Clyde Drexler. But you can also, I could definitely hear an argument for Lillard as well.
Yeah, I'll probably go with Drexler.
Yeah. LaMarcus too.
Yeah.
Marcus Aldridge was cold when he was with the Trailblazers.
The Warriors.
Steph.
Pelicans.
Anthony Davis.
Yeah, because they had not much history there either.
Yeah.
The Grizzlies. I guess this is just one because they were in Vancouver.
Yeah. Bibby wasn't there long enough for me to say Bibby.
Mm-mm.
Probably
Yeah.
either going to come down to Zebo.
Yeah.
It's going to come down to Zebo or Pau Gasol.
Mark.
Or even
Mark.
Gasol.
Yeah, even Mark. If you go back to that Vancouver those days, they had Shaheem Abdul Rahif, if I'm saying his name right. I don't know if I'm missing.
Yeah.
And I think they had Thea Radcliffe as well.
Yep. What a bum he was. All he was good for was rebounding. That motherfucker. I don't think I've ever seen a player miss more two-handed jams than that dude.
Oh God, yeah, it's bad. Who else? Mavericks. Dirk. Yeah, that's Dirk. The Jazz.
Stockton.
Definitely John, all-time assist. Or I don't know if someone's passed him by now, but
no, that is one of those records that's never going to be broken.
Yeah, he's at like 15,000, isn't it?
Yeah, and like the next guy's at like 11.
Yeah. Sacramento Kings. Well, there's your mic. There's your
C-Web.
C-Web?
C-Web for me.
Yeah, C-Web. Vladdy gets a shout. Stojakovic gets a shout. But yeah.
White chocolate too.
Yeah.
No, I'm going with C-Web on that one.
Yeah, that was a good one. So big you up
for
that.
That is a good one.
Yeah. But RSV was putting this one in. I started. I hope you didn't think I was skipping it, but I started. Since we're on the basketball, I wanted to come back to it. But he said, "Is the Mount Rushmore of football Messi, Maradona, Pele, and Cristiano?" I'm not mad at it. I'm definitely not mad at it, but you can if you take one of those names off, not saying anyone, and put Johan Cruyff on there, I'm not gonna cry.
So I'm thinking of Cruyff, but I'm also again, this is not saying him because he's Italian, but I'm saying it because defense is always forgotten about. Maldini's got a shot to get in over any of those guys.
Yeah. That's the attacking thing tax in it, because the defensive players are always gonna take a back seat.
And even you could throw Zidane's name should be up there and potentially pull somebody else down too. So I don't know. That's tough for 4.
Yeah, I'm not mad. Yeah, we've seen so many damn goats of the game to come through. Like, it's probably best to do this.
Mount Rushmore is easier to do in American sports than it is in football.
Yeah, it's Maldini for me. It's not even well, I'm not going to say it's not even close, but I believe that FIFA need to unfuck themselves, and the best defensive player award needs to be called the Maldini. Yeah, like seriously, bro. Don't even give this to the confederations or the leagues to make it up on their own. The league, no, this is what it's going to be called. The best defensive player in your league will, what I'm saying? This is the Lombardi Trophy, the Larry O'Brien Trophy. This is how you immortalize the greats, because youngies are gonna come on that never, and they're gonna say shit like, this guy's. I'm like, nah, brother. There's a reason why. It's called the Maldini Award.
Yep. Big up PFC TV, my guy. Big up, man.
But yeah, man. What we got tomorrow?
He said greatest player of all time in every sport you can think of, from American football to football. Ooh, man, that's rough.
Wayne Gretzky. Right?
Yeah, I disagree.
Brett Hull? Don't tell me you're going to say Brett Hull.
Nope. Mario Lemieux.
Sidney Crosby?
Nope. For me, it's either going to be Mario. See, here's the thing. Gretzky's the best.
Mario.
Gretzky's the best when it goes to points. But if you're talking about the all-around best hockey player, Lemieux he would take hits. Gretzky wouldn't take hits. That's why they set that team up to protect him. So I don't know. Me personally, I would lean more Mario Lemieux over Gretzky, but I could definitely hear Gretzky for hockey.
Yeah.
I also love Yager.
Yeah.
Yager was awesome too.
Yeah. I used to like the guy that played for the Avalanche as well, Ray Bork. And he was.
Oh man, he was awesome.
Yeah, he was a bad boy. I'm so glad he got one on the way out too. He got a Stanley Cup on the way out.
Who was that other one? Was it Rob Blake?
Mm-hmm.
That was with them. That Avalanche team had some bad boys on that team.
Yeah.
That was my guy with Sakic.
Yeah.
Joe Sakic was a bad dude, man. He was awesome. He was awesome.
Yeah. And he had personality too. Yeah, that fucker. But yeah, that's me.
That's hockey.
Basketball, it's Mike for me.
It's Michael Jordan.
Like for NFL, I'll probably give you a defensive player and an attacking player.
It's Tom Brady and Lawrence Taylor.
Fucking hell. Now, football probably have to do another position then. Because I can't. Yeah, it's Tom Brady for the quarterbacks, but defensive player, Lawrence Taylor. But for running back, who you got?
Walter Payton.
Walter Payton.
Walter Payton.
Walter Payton. Yeah, Walter Payton.
You know who I used to say before Brady got to 6th? I used to say the greatest offensive player of all time was Jerry Rice, because the amount of records he still holds, even with all the great receivers that came out after him. Yeah. Rice, the longevity in what he did, he was unbelievable.
Yeah, I like Barry, but
I like Walter Barry
Payton,
too. But
Walter Payton was different gravy. Like my favorite running back to watch was LaDainian Tomlinson for the Chargers. But as far as the greatest running backs of all time, you could even say Jim Brown. He averaged 5 yards a carry.
Yeah, you could. And the other guy from LA, Dickerson's up there too.
Yeah.
My favorite running back to watch.
Barry Sanders. I was telling Wahaha is Barry Sanders. Yeah, LaDainian Tomlinson, man, he had the skip and he was the pace and power.
It's between him and Ricky Williams for guys that I watched.
Ricky was different.
It's between him and Ricky Williams for me.
Yeah. Receiver.
Jerry Rice.
Randy?
He's number 2. He gives Rice all the smoke in the world, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah. So football, NFL is kind of different. Yeah. But there's so many specialized positions. But yeah, Randy was my dude, man. You see, because
I love
Tom Brady is going gold things, right? Tom Brady's up there in New England winning titles without any Hall of Fame receivers. He made Deion Branch a Super Bowl MVP.
Mm-hmm.
The minute they got this motherfucker, they won 18 games.
Imagine if he would have got him for more than just a season. That dude had Danny Amendola and who's that other little midget that ran?
Wes Welker.
Welker, and then who's the other Edelman?
Edelman. Oh yeah, Julian Edelman.
He had them guys looking like fucking killers. Imagine what he would have had if he had a good receiving core.
Yeah.
Imagine what he would have done if he'd have had Peyton Manning's receiving core with Reggie Wayne and Marvin Harrison. They may not have fucking lost the Super Bowl for 6 years.
Yeah. And Peyton Manning had motherfucking Edwin James,
Yep. And who's the big hillbilly tight end? Dallas Clark.
But the Colts,
Dallas Clark.
Yeah, Dallas. I forgot Dallas Clark,
Yep.
His names get lost in the tight end talk with the big boys.
Well, yeah. I mean, there's only the 4 great tight ends are gimmies. It's
Tony?
Shannon Sharp. Tony Gonzalez is the best of all time. I don't care that he doesn't have a ring. He's the greatest tight end of all time. Yeah. After that, it's Sharp. Then after that, it's Gronk.
Mm-hmm.
Then after that, I'm forgetting his. No,
I really like a guy that used to play for the Chargers named Antonio Gates.
That's who I'm thinking of was Gates. That's why I said Detroit. I know he's from Detroit.
He has hands like him. He has. Yeah.
Although what's his name wasn't bad either. Jimmy Graham wasn't bad either.
Yeah, Jimmy Graham was unplayable. Jimmy Graham was good. Jeremy Shockey was good. Yeah, he had other guys. What's the one from Dallas? Jason Witten. He was good.
He was I liked the guy from the Bears more, Greg Olsen, because Olsen could line up as a receiver too.
Yeah, he was.
If he wasn't a murderer, Aaron Hernandez would have been a damn good tight end too. If he wasn't busy gangbanging and shooting people off the damn court.
He got an NFL contract and is out here killing people for looking at him in the club. Like, brother, what are you?
You get paid $11 million a year, bro. Leave that stupid shit behind, man.
All right, yeah. MLB. No, say this is another sport. You're gonna have to do a pitcher, hitter.
Man,
this is the Around the League show, people. So nothing is off limits. So, pitcher.
Oh, well, shit, because it's hard because you got starters and relievers. Well,
relievers is Mariano Rivera.
Hands down.
That's that, right? The Mariano or the Mario. Right now, we're looking at the Roger Clemenses. We're talking about the big unit, Randy Johnson. Are we looking at
See, for me, it's Clemens.
Yeah.
For me, it's Clemens. Although Nolan Ryan's up gives everybody a run for their money on the starters too. But me personally, I'm taking Clemens.
Yeah. You know, I could do a Google search and be like, hey, who won the most Cy Young or what?
It's Clemens.
It's Clemens.
Clemens got the most Cy Youngs.
Yeah. So, yeah, he was a bad boy, man. Hitter. Is it Barry? Is it Griffey? Is it Babe? Listen, I think Griffey had the prettiest swing I've ever seen. Yeah, that boy is just how he's.
Listen, if we're talking about what ifs, if it's not for those injuries where he was missing the entire seasons with those crazy injuries at the beginning of the season with Cincinnati when he moved to the Reds,
right? That's it. Thank you, Lynch. Yeah. I can't argue with that. Baseball needs to do right by that man's name. You know what? That fucking commissioner, Bud Selig, and this new one. Fuck is his name?
I don't even know because it's
all. Yeah.
You know what's sad is this. Like how we talk about how Larry Bird and Magic Johnson saved basketball when they came in and they saved the NBA. I don't give a rat's ass. Steroids saved baseball. All them guys should be allowed into the Hall of Fame. If you want to do the asterisk next to their name with shit because they did it, fine. But they all deserve to be in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
They all deserve to be in a Hall of Fame. Bonds, Bonds was my guy.
Yeah.
And the sad thing is, if you go down the route of saying, okay, well, he was on roids, we'll remove his stats from here, right? Just if you want to be petty, Bonds is still a Hall of Famer from his time at Pittsburgh.
Yeah, 100.
He was Hall of Fame. He wasn't your 60, 70 home runs, built like a brick shithouse, looked like Turbo Man.
Yeah.
But he was still getting 40 homers, 40 stolen bases, or 30 stolen bases like it was nothing.
Yeah.
So Bonds is always there. Griffey, if he doesn't have those major injuries, he might be the guy that breaks Hank Aaron's home run record.
Big facts.
And then when you talk about Babe Ruth, he's got the stats, but then the problem is he's also got crazy pitching stats.
Yeah.
Yes, it was back then, but Ruth is still Ruth.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a tough one, man. That's definitely a tough one. So yeah, baseball, football, basketball.
Hockey too.
Yeah, I don't know if you wanted us to do like Premier now. So it's good with that. We discuss Premier League stuff all the time. I don't know. You still follow the sport?
Love boxing.
Yeah.
Love boxing. Always will. As corrupt as it is. It was better off when the mob ran it.
Hey, how come no other sport has a promoter? Why is boxing the only sport with a Don King? Well, I never understood what the fuck we need a promoter for. I'm a boxer. What do we need Don King to promote the fight for? I'm paying for the what? Because at some point, Don King was making more than the damn boxers, and he wasn't taking punches to the face. It's crazy, isn't it?
Well,
but what are we saying for top 5 for boxing?
All weight classes? Shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to leave.
Sugar Ray Robinson's in that 5. Muhammad Ali's in the 5. Me personally, the Brown Bomber, Joe Louis is in there.
I'm gonna start this one RSV because
for tennis, it's either Djokovic or
Federer or Nadal.
Yeah,
what about Nadal? Federer?
I like Nadal, but he ain't better than Federer.
Oh.
Man, the boxing. Listen, for time period, when Mike Tyson was under Customato and Kevin Rooney, there wasn't a badder man on the planet in the sport. Don King ruined him.
Yeah.
Don King ruined him. Joe Louis, Sugar Ray Robinson, Muhammad Ali. I'm sorry for those who ain't going to like this answer. Mayweather's in that conversation. No matter if you like him or not, Floyd Mayweather's in that conversation.
Do you subscribe to he dodged fights till the guys are past their prime to fight him, like Pacquiao and Oscar and all these men?
No.
First
of all, the thing with Pacquiao is this: they claim that he dodged the fight, but Pacquiao dodged the Olympic drug testing.
Mm-hmm.
And then as soon as Pacquiao did the Olympic drug testing after Mayweather, that's when he started getting his ass kicked in random fights. So I don't prescribe to that whole he dodged, because here's the thing: if we're going to say that, then anybody who talks about Canelo being a good boxer, Canelo had all of his fighters handpicked by De La Hoya when he was under him. Because look, Canelo dodged Triple G for 4 years. Yeah. He knew that the old man was taking crazy shots in the third fight, and he still wouldn't knock him down. He knew that if Triple G got a hold of Canelo 4 years prior, Canelo would have got dog walked.
Yeah. This is funny as hell. Big weeks, you know.
He actually looks like a young version of Don King. All he
needs is
the gray hair and the beard.
Yeah. He better not come across this clip, because he might get ideas. Because he has a big personality. It's kind of what it needs. Yeah, Roy's ruined cycling as well. Yeah. What was the boy's name? Armstrong. What was his name?
Who else are you thinking of for boxers?
We got Mike, we got Ali, we got I see this one. I started, I couldn't go past it. Marciano, Sugar Ray Leonard, and then fucking hell, man. I hear the Floyd shout. I hear the Floyd shout still. Yeah, it's hard for me to when you go an entire career
in that conversation too.
Who?
Bud Crawford.
Okay.
The amount of different weight classes that he's won in, he's in there as well. You know who else? He just had a glass jaw at the end of his career, but lefty. I can't believe I'm forgetting his name. I just thought of it.
What weight class is he in?
Light heavyweight and heavyweight. So he was left-handed. Roy Jones. Roy Jones Jr. was a bad dude too.
Oh. Yeah.
So was Roberto Duran.
Mm-hmm. What did you think of Lennox Lewis as a heavyweight?
I think Lennox Lewis was a very good boxer, but the problem is that when you talk about running, he ran away from Tyson. He waited to fight Tyson until after he fell apart. So I like Lennox. I think Lennox Lewis is a very good boxer. Same with who's that the guy that knocked out Ali that Tyson went to go beat the shit out of. He said this one was for Ali. He was a good boxer.
Yeah, I forgot. I know what you're talking about. I forgot his name. It wasn't
Barry Holmes. Sonny Liston. Sonny Liston was a good boxer before all that nutcase shit went down.
Yeah. See, boxing was a lot more revering when the heavyweights dominated, right? When you had your George Foremans and your Larry Holmeses, your Buster Douglases. That when you see these little felter heavyweight, super lightweight stepping up, it was like, God damn, these weight classes, man. It's mad. Suit says Andre Agassi, you know. Agassi.
Agassi. I used to have them shoes. His shoes were cold. He definitely got the best tennis shoes, but I don't know about I don't know if he's better than Federer.
Yeah. Even B-Hop gets a shout. You know,
B-Hop was good
because he fought until he was damn near 50 years old. You know,
was Hopkins? Was that the one who got his ass kicked by Calzaghe?
He was the one. He's more of a middleweight, but he used to go up to like heavyweight so he could fight boy.
Yeah. Hopkins. No, it had to be. Was it Hopkins or was it Pernell Whitaker where he goes, "Ain't no white boy beating me"? And then
it was Hopkins.
It was Hopkins. Yeah, and then Calzaghe beat the fuck out of him.
Pete Sampras, Terasclad.
Marvin Hagler's a shout, Jock. He's a good boxer. Marvin Hagler's definitely up.
That is crazy right there, man.
But you know what? Even with like the small, there were better fights. I feel like these guys now, the fights aren't as good either. Because look, they weren't top level boxers, but those Mickey Ward and Arturo Gatti fights were awesome.
Facts.
Them guys just said, "Fuck it, we're gonna beat the fuck out of one another."
Yeah, I hear it. But that's a good shot for Sampras and Pete Hagler. Yeah, I'll go with Serena for the women.
She's the greatest woman athlete of all time.
The Gypsy King, no? I mean, are they gonna fight again?
Who's he fighting?
Yeah,
I know they were talking about him trying to fight Anthony Joshua
again. Have they fought?
There was no, I don't think him and Joshua have fought.
Oh, it's Usyk that's been beating the shit out of AJ.
Yeah, he's decent, that guy.
Yeah.
He's decent, Usyk. He's decent. Tyson Fury's okay. You know what the thing is, though, with Tyson Fury, and I say this for everybody, Deontay Wilder would be undefeated if he knew how to box because he has the knockout power.
Yeah, he's just a punch. Yeah, he's a power puncher.
He's a street fighter.
Yeah, it's a Kimbo Slice. He's just the boxing version of Kimbo Slice.
You and me could go to any. You and me could walk into any YMCA or boxing gym across any inner city and find somebody like him. That's just that he just has that one. If he hits you in the sweet spot every time, you're going down every time. That's it. Yeah. There's no footwork, no common sense of when to grab, when to do anything else for boxing. It's if he knew how to box, Tyson Fury would have got smoked by Wilder.
Yeah. He's in the news for more bullshit tonight, RSV. Tiger Woods.
Oh, no. What do you do now?
I think he was driving drunk and flipped his SUV, and they charged him with DUI.
Again?
Yeah, so the last time he crashed his SUV, he was getting beat by a golf club.
You know what they used to say? You know what the difference is? A funny joke. You know what they used to say the difference is between Santa Claus and Tiger Woods?
Nah, what's this? I love this.
Santa stops at 3 hoes.
Yo, he has to be the stupidest celebrity athlete I've ever known in my life. Like, I remember the first time he got caught up, they had a voicemail. How you gonna talk about, hey, it's me, Tiger? Why would you say your name, you stupid motherfucker? Who else named Tiger in the world?
I gotta find a picture for you. It was a picture. His mug.
I swear to God, man. Yeah, man caught a DUI like he was running for something, flipped his damn SUV, and had to climb out the passenger side. Now he's caught up. Yeah, Jack Nicklaus, this is a big shout, Lynch. Big shout.
I'm gonna when I find my phone, I'll text you the picture. It's him. It's his original mugshot when he's blind drunk.
Yeah.
And they edit it to make it look like Kendrick Lamar's album. Damn, it's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, Tiger, man. Tiger is mad. Every sports in on gear. You cannot train week in and week out without sports science. Ain't no way. Yeah, they used to have a show called Sports Science when they used to love it. Yeah, man. And I say he addicted. I mean, some people are. I'm sure the medical journal says, there's a term for it. Yeah, there's like, but when you're a billionaire, you can feed your addiction, isn't it?
It's a shame too, because I remember same thing. He saved golf. A lot of people don't realize he saved golf.
Big facts. Yeah, he brought a young new eyes, a new audience to golf. Yeah.
Man, I remember when he came out, when he would show up, boy, there was about a 5-year period. If you saw Tiger Woods show up on Sunday with that red Nike polo, it was over with. He was going to beat the fuck out of you.
Yep.
He was unbelievable. Absolutely sad what happened with him in his career.
Yeah, Tiger had young people out here buying Buicks, bro. Buick. Yeah, normally they wouldn't sell you a Buick if you're under 50 years old before Tiger.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? How many grandkids you got? Oh, then you can't buy one of these. Yeah. He was out here advertising for Buick, Tiger, and Polo. Tiger was doing this, man. But yeah,
man, he was awesome. He was awesome back in the day.
Yeah, man. That's what this story said, man. They had the SUV on the side, and he had to crawl out. Man, like, Tiger, what are you doing, man? Yeah. And this is so many athletes fall into this category, Joins. All of a sudden, they think these supermodels like him for them. The one that just got drafted number one, not drafted number one. The one that got drafted by the Jaguars the last year.
Oh, yeah.
The one that came from Colorado. Fuck is his name? I don't know.
Yep.
That one. He's gonna learn.
Look at the young kid, Endrick. Endrick is like 18, trying to get married to some 30-year-old freaking supermodel.
Yeah, with a kid. Does she have a kid or something? Yeah.
Same as that idiot. Look at that idiot Icardi. Remember Mauro Icardi, the striker? Mm-hmm. He took his teammate's wife from him, had kids with her, and now she's ruined his career.
Jesus Christ.
They're nuts. They're nuts.
All the fish in the sea, Yeah.
Well, for swimming, that ain't even up for a debate. He might be the greatest Olympian. Fuck just being swimmer.
Yeah, he was loaded, man. 94.
The old man? Was it the scientist?
I'm not sure, but 94, he had a pretty good run.
Yeah.
It's a full life, nothing like that. So yeah, Tiger had but like late 90s, early 2000s to mid 2000s, Tiger was unplayable. Between his best.
Tiger was so cool. He had guys having. Tiger was so cool. If you had a PlayStation 2 back in the day, guys were fucking drinking, smoking, and gambling on Tiger Woods golf on PlayStation back in the day. Yeah. Tiger had everybody loving golf, whether they'll ever admit it or not.
Yeah. I said Oscar Pistorius. You remember him? The South African, let's into that. Did he bust case? I know he had shot somebody or killed someone had broken into his house.
I think he shot the guy that broke into his house.
Yeah. Or did he shoot the girl?
Oh, no.
Someone broke into his house or something, man. He was shooting the burglar and killed the girl or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Remember this?
No, remember who was the wide receiver for the Saints? He got kicked out of the. Yeah. Okay, he got kicked out of the NFL because of that shit. He was really good in the early 2000s, wide receiver for the Saints. He was with Aaron Brooks.
Was it Ray Caruth?
No. After.
Oh, because Ray Caruth was really killing bitches.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Joe Horn. Remember Aaron Brooks and Joe Horn dragged the Saints to like the first time in the playoffs, and God knows however. And then somebody was breaking into, I think, Joe Horn's house, or was breaking into his neighbor's house. Somebody was breaking in. It was either his house or his neighbor's house, and he shot somebody. And the NFL didn't approve. He beat all the charges and everything else. He was proved innocent, but the NFL just nudged him out the door because he was a damn good receiver for a while.
Yeah. OJ killed both the motherfuckers. He didn't just kill one. He killed both of them.
Yeah. Both of them.
Yeah, PFC. This is up to the Arsenal. Arsenal done fuck themselves. We're there. Because I guarantee you, I've been checking Expedia over the past month. After Man City dropped points, the price went up for the same damn ticket from here to Heathrow. So I guarantee if Chelsea get points from these men,
it's going to be even more
expensive. It's going to go up even more. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to book it with insurance to cancel just in case they fuck this up.
Yeah.
So one more fuck up for City, and it's going to be a massive link up. And then there'll be another link up if any of the boys are coming over for the World Cup. We're going to link up. Yeah, man. Yeah, Pistorius, that was a mad one. Yeah, it was a crazy story. Yeah, I remember. You know what? Because I got an idea. Because I was like, if someone break into if I wanted to knock my wife off, I probably would have staged it like some shit like this. You know what I mean? I'd be like, I heard something. She startled me. You know what I'm saying? The problem is I don't trust my mother-in-law. She'll probably tell him to investigate and shit and lock me up.
My girl's Puerto Rican. She might stab me in the process of it.
Yeah, definitely. Trip to bed is this. Is love.
Yeah, right.
Hey, spouse. Where you come from? You just gonna pop up here while I'm talking about killing my wife, huh? How convenient. She was right here. I'm talking about someone else.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if they said it didn't give an advantage with those springboards, but it was hard to measure, but it did, give you an extra bounce.
I hear it.
At least she won't kill you, Suge. She won't kill you slowly by grinding up glass bottles very fine and putting it in your spaghetti so you eat it and then it just pierces your insides and you bleed internally and don't even know.
Oh,
yeah, that's the thing. That's something that I used to hear from the Italians in New York. That's because it's easy to put in spaghetti. Just grounded up, and he wondered why he was always bleeding every time he went do a number two, and like, you were bleeding inside. Your wife killed you, bro.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't that, or some cyanide, or some what's that shit? The antifreeze. Remember them ones?
Oh yeah, antifreeze. Yeah. You use that for the animals in the yard.
Yeah.
In the yard. So wait. This is off topic now that it's from sports. But you be in New York. Who's your top five? Who's your top five favorite rappers?
Just New York rappers or rappers in general?
New York rappers.
New York rappers is Biggie, Nas, Hove, Fabulous, Big L.
Yeah, that's a good list.
Yeah,
that's a good list. Okay,
it's Brooklyn, because we're going to do another episode on the Cold Corner podcast in like 2 weeks. We just recorded yesterday. It's a pretty good podcast, man, from the guys from the Red Pitch. D-Man from he's a Newcastle fan. He comes on there and talks some hip hop with us.
Wow, what do you mean no mention of Jay-Z? He said Hove.
Yeah, that was Hove.
Jay-Z's in there. I'm sorry. Yeah. Jay-Z's in
there. Biggie, Jada, Hove, Fab, and Big L.
I would take I would take Fab out and throw Rakim in there. And then
Love Rakim.
Jada's hard, man, because Kiss has got bars for days.
All right, man.
It's because you got the guys from Wu-Tang. And then you also got Big Daddy Kane.
We got all of them. We got LL out in Queens, got Nas out in Queens. New York has a very rich history. We got Big Pun. Big Pun gets.
I was just gonna say, Pun gives a lot of them a run for their money.
Pun. Yeah, but yeah, man, it's like this. Like there are people in LA that would want to fight you if you say something bad about Kobe. There are Jay-Z fans that damn near want to go to war with you, bro. If you say you don't like a Jay-Z song, not even fucking album, they'd be like, "Yo, what you mean, Hove ain't doing that?"
Don't disrespect Jay-Z like that.
Big up Mel. Say Raptors, Pelicans is on. I'm sorry for your Raptors, Mel, but I think it's gonna be a first round exit for you.
Yeah, no, you can't disrespect Jay-Z like that. I'm sorry, you can't disrespect Jay-Z like that.
Yeah,
or Nas.
Yeah, he bagged Beyonce.
Right, he said, "What the fuck is home?"
Nas, Jada, Method Man, Jay, Biggie. That's calm.
That's a good
no arguments there, Lynch.
Nas is the greatest album of all time. Illmatic's the greatest hip hop album of all time.
You know what? I actually prefer Stillmatic more than I love Illmatic. I love Illmatic. I love it.
You're not the only person I've heard say that. You're not the only person I've heard say that. Okay, you're in New York. I gotta ask this question. What's your feeling on Lil Wayne?
I think for a period there, he was damn near unstoppable. From like 2006 to like 2010, he was on every feature. He was doing his thing. I think he's made 4 really good albums, but right now, if Wayne drops an album, I'm in no rush to go check it out. I just
agreed.
Yeah, agreed. I think he had a really good run, but now
for me, him and DMX got the 2 best runs I've ever seen a rapper have. DMX is from It's Dark and Hell is Hot to I think the 5th is Grand Champ. You got that run from X, and then from either 500 Degrees or the first Carter up until I think it's No Ceilings was the last one after the Carter 3 that I liked before the Carter 4. Because the Carter 4 was dog shit.
Yeah, No Ceilings was my shit. And I think No Ceilings could have been an album all by itself.
100%.
Yeah, No Ceilings was fire. I said Lil Malibu,
My favorite though out of all that is the Carter 2. I think that's his best album.
Yeah, the Carter 2. I think the Carter 4 was when the started. Right? It started to go off the rails with the Carter 4. Yeah,
I look at with Wayne. I say Carter 2. See, like for me, to base it off like with Michael Jackson, I think everybody likes Thriller because that was more mainstream. But those who really like Michael Jackson all know Off the Wall's better than Thriller, in my personal opinion.
Off the Wall had one on there. Rock With You and Don't Stop Till You Get Enough.
Yeah.
Was that album?
Yeah.
So Off the Wall album was Quincy Jones was the executive producer for that album. So that's about as the best you can get production wise back then when you had Quincy Jones, who was a musical savant. Yeah, Wayne had some bars, and you know what? Like I've pinned the Cold Corner podcast in a couple of the streams that I do. So that's one of the episodes. Like the last one we did, a Jay-Z episode was the last one. We go through all of his albums and we picked a song, which was our favorite song, and but it's a good podcast. We record once a week. It's not live though; it's pre-record, but it's kind of fun, and it takes my mind away from Arsenal.
Miss Melissa's funny.
What may I say?
Who's everyone's celebrity crush in the music industry? Oh,
Tony Braxton. Oh,
she's number 2.
I love me some Tony. Like I tell my wife all the time. Like so, last night, right? There was a versus on YouTube with Tank and Tyrese. He was funny as hell. But I'm sitting on the couch.
I have no respect for Tank after what he said.
I'm sitting on the couch, right, and I'm looking my wife look at Tank. And she don't know I'm looking at her while she's looking at Tank, and I'm like, well, you ain't going to no motherfucking Tank concert ever. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I love Tony.
I was gonna say Maya.
Oh yeah, Maya. Yeah, Maya.
She's still fine, man. There'd be some bad things done to Maya. That's a shout to Social. Kelly Rowland too, but Tony Braxton is smoke.
Yeah. I hear, man. But yeah, go check out the Cold Corner podcast, man. All these questions and all this stuff was that we're up to episode 7 right now. We discussed most of this in detail though. Cool. So yeah, the Smooth Criminal. Yeah, Mel. Yeah, just Aaliyah or Beyonce. The music, I think Aaliyah made better music. If I'm gonna be honest, Aaliyah had some bangers, but she was the guy that was writing her music is not not someone we want to talk about right now. Yeah. Black MJ or white MJ. Yeah, he carried over. MJ carried over because MJ didn't turn white until what, 96?
Yep.
MJ turned white in the mid-90s. So before that, he, Thriller and all.
Was that white or was it pork? His color on the
yeah, vitiligo, you know what I'm saying? Okay, Joins. You okay? You like a little bit of chocolate in your life? Go ahead, Joins. What you telling me?
She's still smoke too. Yeah. She's still smoke.
Okay, is this a supermodel? This one.
Nelly and Brooklyn.
I'm not sure. Don't let me go look. Don't make me go look. Hey Mel, you got to tell us who your crush is. Shit, why you out here, picking our brains? Oh yeah, Janet.
Oh, she's a singer. She's a Australian British singer. Singer and actress.
Yeah. And
she's all right.
Wow, Mel said Shensia. Okay. Look at Mel. What you know about Shensia, Mel? The chat's goated, Y'all are very cultured. Mm-hmm. She's a dancehall / reggae singer. She does reggae. Yeah, Shensia. She's nice.
Shakira is a close second. Shakira.
Talking about PK girlfriend?
Mm-hmm.
They still fucking around.
No, she's been gone. She's been running around like a little hoe for the last couple of years.
Damn, she done dipped back in the bag.
Yeah.
That's a second. The 90s Mariah, the heartbreaker Mariah. Oh my, that Sierra Tone got a thing. You got it for Future. Oh, she married Russell Wilson, didn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what happened.
She left Future. Wear that ass out.
Yeah, so that's what happens, right? Sierra is a perfect example of what happens. The bad boy do the bad boy thing, go get knocked up by the bad boy, then go find the church boy and Russell Wilson later to clean up the mess.
Damn sure.
Yes. Yeah, Mariah. Hey, Prime Mariah was prime.
Mm-hmm.
I can't lie. Riri. Listen, Riri will. You have no idea what Chris Brown went through in that car. You sure you want that type of energy? I'm telling you, bro. Caribbean women, they fight, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You want to take a punch to your face. You don't have to do nothing bad. It could just be a misunderstanding.
Mm-hmm.
They just go straight to violence. And you just have to sit there and take it.
Doesn't matter where they're from in the Caribbean, they're on that type of time. Doesn't matter where they are.
Where's she at now? Isn't she like with a young boy?
Who, Rihanna?
No, Madonna. She's married to a young boy, right? Or
She's
is a
with a
young boy
younger
clapping
guy.
them cheeks?
Yeah, she's with the younger guy. She aged horribly.
Yeah.
She
She got her little boy toy.
yeah.
J-Lo have one of them front butts. You know what I'm talking about? You can see it from the front.
Yep.
She's walking towards you, you can see her ass from the front. We're like, God damn.
Mm-hmm.
What's she on? Yeah, Shanti. She a little plummy. Nelly done fat her up, you know. Yeah, she a little plumpy. Shania can get it. Huh?
I'm never a fan of her like that.
Never like Shania.
Not really, man. Not really.
I like her music still in the country. What about the Katy Perry?
Nah.
No?
Nah.
What's the other one? What is it Katy Perry that sing that song about roar? You're gonna hear me roar.
Yeah.
She performed at the Super Bowl and shit.
Yeah, she did that. She did You know what it is? Like the way I look at chicks, if I can go, this is gonna be fucked up, but this is how I look at it. If I can go to any club in Chicago and pay $50 or whatever the price is to get in the VIP section, and I can see 10 of you there, I don't think you're as attractive as everybody else thinks. You know what I mean? Like if you get, I'm not gonna get them canceled, but like I don't like, for example, I don't see the hype between a type like Margot Robbie. I think she's your typical skinny blonde with a cute face and a cute smile. There's nothing special about her.
Yeah, I hear it. But let me ask you this though. Now, RSV, I see your question. We'll come back to the sports in a second. Let me ask you this: you're a well-traveled man, right? What city? Ain't got to be a U.S. city, but what city has the best? Like where you went there, you were like, God damn, I need to move here, just from the optics.
Just off the optics,
yeah.
Miami's one of them. I'll be honest with you. Chicago in the summertime got some of the most beautiful women, and same with New York. Because with New York and Chicago, they bundle up during the cold, and then they just come out ridiculously on market opportunities.
Yeah.
I will say Milan is in that conversation. And Paris.
I hear those shout. Hey, listen, let's hit close, yeah. Let's hit close. Like
I'm scared to go. I love Latin women so much. I'm scared to go down there that I may never come back.
Yeah. If you ever go to a place called Rio de Janeiro.
Oh, I've heard some stories.
Yeah.
I've heard some stories.
Like, God damn. Like, why couldn't you?
Shout out for an American city? Yeah. And this is going to sound crazy to say this. Detroit.
You know, I've never been to Detroit, you know.
Detroit, listen. Detroit has Michigan is a state in whole, but Detroit has some very underrated, beautiful women there.
Yeah, man. It's one of the things when I travel, because the thing is that even when I go through Europe, you go to any downtown city in Europe and you look at just how healthier they look than the ones in America. It's just like I always look out because the fucking the way of life, you know, across the pond they look a lot healthier and shit. You know, there's some hitters over here, you know, especially down in them places like Charles Barkley with like the big old women down there be eating them churros.
Yeah,
it's. You gotta eat, you know. So yeah, but it's you will go. Sometimes the volume will strike you, but like, goddamn, you know, there's so many of them. But Miami, I tell you what, if you go to what's the strip in Miami, and you go there, don't go in the daytime. You know, daytime there's still stuff, but go at night when the population doubles at night for a reason. You know, and yeah, some of the most beautiful oiled up tickle bitties you'll ever see. You know, it's mad. I did hear this, that they have some great in the state of Michigan as a whole, they have a lot of big Middle Eastern population in there. Yeah.
Detroit's cool, man. Detroit gets a bad rap. Detroit's a cool city. Detroit's a cool city. Good food. Really, really good food. Never had a bad meal with all the times I visited my dad because he moved up to Detroit for work. Yeah. But
Santa Fe.
I don't mind Detroit. I actually like Detroit a lot. So
yeah, I hear it, man. Big up to RSV said the greatest NFL team of all time, 49ers with Joe Montana and Jerry Rice.
No.
I tell you what, though. I tell you, if you give Jerry Rice and Joe Montana today's NFL rules, different.
Them boys would be kicking everybody's ass.
Yeah. Now, when you could hold and you could check past 5 yards and all that stuff, I think Joe would have been doing numbers. You know, numbers. I don't know if I can do this. I took her to Milano and I regret that shit. You know, I regret that. I'm not gonna lie. Milano for shopping, it is.
It's insanity.
I've never seen that many Lamborghinis and Ferraris in my life. You know, not even on the Miami Strip. You know, I'm seeing colors.
Not rented. Those are owned over there. That's not rented.
And I've never seen the color. I was like, what color is this? There's one I saw that it changed color.
Mm-hmm.
You know, shit like that. You know, it's a very well-off city, man. I love being there. Big up, man. But yo, big up to everyone in the chat, man. I'm gonna get up out of here, man. I appreciate Gianni, appreciate every single one. What you got coming up for the people, bro? I know it's international break and that, but I still know you putting in work.
Depending on what happens with work on Tuesday, if I can get off for it, I'll do a watch along for the matchup against for Bosnia. We will definitely be doing a World Cup qualifier call-in show afterwards to get everybody's reaction of what's going on. So we'll go from there. We are currently talking with certain individuals in our group for more episodes of the Who You Would Pay to See 11. Right now, the two that I'm working on, one is Jez, which I'm really looking forward to hear that one. And then he's got a very busy schedule right now, and I'm waiting, but Normski as well. So that's what I'm working on as far as that. And then man, just gonna be ready for Arsenal. Going to be doing some I will do a Napoli show leading up to it because Napoli plays Milan the next game, and with the way Inter's dropping points, this might be a fight for who's really going to try to catch Inter for the Scudetto. So got a couple things going on.
Yeah, man. That Jezza episode is going to be one to that's one I'm willing to wait for because I know that one is going to be,
he's going to be pulling names. The guys ain't going to be remembering for eons, man.
That's going to be a history lesson and a therapy session all in once.
Yeah,
and
man.
Big up to Lynch, man. Big you up, my G. You didn't have to do that, but I appreciate the support as always. And don't forget, people, to send in your quarterfinal picks for the Champions League. The grand prize is still $300, right? It was $500 for the round of 16, but everybody's bracket is busted. So I'm giving the community another opportunity, but obviously it's going to be less payout. So send your pick. The email is on the page. You just have to send it before the quarterfinal ball is kicked. That's the only thing you need to do, and hopefully it's one of our beloved members of the community that wins it. That's just my way of giving back. Not trying to buy your support. I'm just going to thank you for it. That's how we're rolling. But like I always say, people, take care of yourselves and each other. Until next time, we are gone.